When you first log on, your Google address that the school gave you should be your user login. For example, your username is your ID number with @galesburg205.org added on the end. For teachers, your username is the first initial of your first name, your last name, then @galesburg205.org, all lowercase letters. The password for both students and teachers is CUSD205! After you first log in, a pop-up will come up and ask you which icon would you like. Pick whichever one you like the most and select OK. Now, when you log in, the computer will ask you if you want to take a tour. If you're new to Chromebooks, this might be a good idea. The tour lasts probably 60 seconds, so it's probably a good idea to try.
The next thing I'm going to talk about is how to change the settings on your Chromebook. Go down to the bottom right and locate the little icon you picked earlier. Click on this and a screen will pop up. This screen gives you several options, such as adjusting your volume and signing out. There are things like Bluetooth, which is covered in another tutorial. For most of your settings, click on the wrench next to the settings. This will take you to a new screen in Google Chrome. The first thing you can change is the appearance of your computer. You can change things such as the wallpaper, which is just the background on your main home screen. You can change themes, which is basically the wallpaper for Google Chrome. You can also choose to reset your settings to default, which will just take your settings back to the way they were before. The next group you can change is the device settings. You can change things such as the touchpad settings, which controls how fast you move your cursor. There are also the keyboard and display settings, which are probably better just left alone. The next group is search settings, which you can use to change what your default search engines are. Search engines are just things like Google and Bing. There's an advanced settings button, which if you click, a few more options will appear. You can change the date and time zone, but that should probably be fine just the way it is. There are also privacy settings, but you'll probably be locked out of those on your computer. You can activate Bluetooth with these, but you need to add a device to make this work. You can change your password to things like Facebook and just things like that. In the web content, you can change things such as font and font size. You can change the language, but if you're watching this, you can probably speak English just fine. In the very last category, you can change all of the settings back to the default, which is just back to the way they were.
Just about wraps up our summary on this section of Chromebook. If you have any more questions, you can visit any of the other videos, try and contact a tech administrator. And thanks for watching and see you next time.